Welcome back to another exciting episode where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins that are hiding in plain sight. Today, we're about to explore one of the most surprising treasures you might already have in your collection or maybe even in your pocket change. We're talking about the 2004 Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a seemingly ordinary coin that has stunned collectors and investors with its value and rarity. So sit tight as we unfold the full history, key features, rare errors, and the incredible market worth of the 2004 Lincoln penny, which is now valued at an astonishing $73,839. Let's begin by going back to the year 2004. This was a time when the United States Mint was producing billions of coins to meet the growing demands of commerce. In that year, the Denver Mint struck the 2004 Lincoln cent in huge quantities. In fact, over 3.4 billion of these pennies were minted, which might make you wonder how any of them could possibly be rare or valuable. But that's exactly what makes this story so unbelievable. Despite the high mintage, certain 2004 Lincoln pennies possess rare features, striking errors, and pristine conditions that make them some of the most sought-after coins in the numismatic world today. The 2004 Lincoln 1-cent penny belongs to the long-running Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to honor the centennial birth of President Abraham Lincoln. The obverse of the coin proudly features the iconic portrait of Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. This image has remained on the front of the penny for well over a century and has become a symbol of American numismatic history. On the reverse side of the 2004 penny, you will find the Lincoln Memorial design, which was introduced in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday and remained on the coin until 2008. What sets the 2004 Lincoln penny apart from the rest is not just its age or design, but the rare minting errors, die varieties, and its condition. Collectors always keep an eye out for coins that have been struck off-center, coins that exhibit double dies, and coins that show signs of die cracks or cuts. Some 2004 pennies were struck on defective planchets or had die clashes that caused design elements to be misaligned or doubled. These minting mistakes often occur in very small numbers, making them rare and highly desirable to collectors. When combined with a high-grade condition, these error coins can sell for tens of thousands of dollars. Now let's talk about coin grades. A coin's value is heavily influenced by its condition and eye appeal. The Sheldon scale, ranging from poor 1 to mint state 70, is used to grade coins. For the 2004 Lincoln penny to be worth a staggering $73,839, it must be in nearly perfect condition, typically a mint state 68 or higher, as certified by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. These coins have no visible wear, strong luster, sharp strike details, and no distracting marks. In auctions and private sales, such coins command top dollar, especially if they also exhibit rare die varieties or errors. A few of these top-grade 2004 Lincoln pennies have appeared in exclusive coin auctions, catching the eyes of high-profile collectors and serious investors. Due to their exceptional condition and the growing interest in modern coinage, the demand and price for such rare pennies have continued to skyrocket. One such coin was recently sold in a private auction for an unbelievable amount of $73,839. That's right, this humble 1-cent piece, which many might overlook, was valued higher than a brand new luxury car. But how can you tell if your 2004 Lincoln penny is worth big money? Start by examining your coin under a magnifying glass or microscope. Look for signs of doubling in the letters and numbers, especially on the date and the word Liberty. Check for off-center strikes where the coin's design appears misaligned. Pay close attention to the coin's surface. Does it have a rich red color and glossy luster? Are there any marks or scratches? If your coin appears to be in superb condition and shows signs of an error or variety, it's time to have it professionally graded. Once your coin is certified by PCGS or NGC, it will be encapsulated in a protective holder and assigned a grade. This certification gives confidence to buyers and drastically increases the coin's market value. Coins that are authenticated and graded as mint state 67 or higher, especially those with known varieties or errors, often attract intense bidding wars in online auctions and numismatic expos. Now, let's talk about where to sell a valuable 2004 Lincoln penny. While coin shops and local dealers might offer you a quick sale, the best returns often come from online platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, great collections, or Stocksbowers. These marketplaces connect you to serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for the right coin. You can also network with other coin collectors through Facebook coin groups, Reddit numismatic forums, or even attend coin shows and expos where buyers actively seek out unique coins like the 2004 Lincoln penny in high grades. So before you toss that penny into a coin jar or vending machine, take a closer look. That small copper coin from 2004 with a D mint mark might just be your golden ticket. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, this coin is a reminder that rare treasures still circulate among us. Every coin tells a story, and in the case of the 2004 Lincoln penny, that story could be worth $73,839. Thank you for watching and joining us on this incredible journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe for more amazing coin stories, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a chance to discover another hidden treasure in your pocket change. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and who knows, your next penny could make you rich. Welcome back to the channel, where we uncover the rarest, most valuable, and most fascinating coins that could be hiding in your pocket change or tucked away in an old drawer. Today, we're diving deep into the story of a legendary coin that's taking the numismatic world by storm, the 1964 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. You heard that right. This tiny copper coin, barely larger than a button, is now known to reach a current market value as high as $82,562. So, buckle up as we go through the coin's history, its unique characteristics, and why collectors are paying big money to get their hands on this rare piece of American history. Let's begin by taking you back to the year 1964. It was a year marked by significant events in the United States. The Civil Rights Act was passed, the Beatles made their iconic U.S. debut, and the nation was in a state of great social and political transformation. Amidst all this, the United States Mint was still producing the iconic Lincoln cent, a coin that had been in circulation since 1909 to honor the beloved 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. The 1964 Lincoln penny was part of the Wheat Ears reverse design series, but this particular year stands out due to one small but important detail: the D mint mark. This letter D signifies that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the primary coin-producing facilities in the United States. In 1964, both the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced Lincoln cents. However, it's the coins from Denver with unique die characteristics and specific minting errors that have become highly sought after by collectors around the globe. Now let's get into the design. On the obverse side, we see the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The words "In God We Trust" arc over Lincoln's head, liberty is placed to his left, and the date 1964 appears on the right, followed by the small D mint mark just beneath the year. This simple yet powerful design remained virtually unchanged for decades and is one of the most recognizable in American coinage. The reverse side, at the time, still featured the original Wheat Ears design, also known as the wheat penny design. You'll see two stylized ears of durum wheat along the left and right edges of the coin. Between them are the inscriptions 1 cent, United States of America, and above all of that, the motto E pluribus unum. This reverse design was eventually replaced in 1959 with the Lincoln Memorial reverse, but in many cases, error coins have surfaced that carry odd transitions or anomalies that occurred during production. Some rare 1964 D pennies have confused collectors by appearing with design inconsistencies, double dies, off-center strikes, and other minting errors, making them highly collectible and incredibly valuable. So why exactly is the 1964 Lincoln penny commanding such high prices today? Most circulated examples are worth only a few cents. But it's the coins in pristine condition, known as mint state or MS-graded coins, that are making headlines. Coins that have been perfectly preserved since their mintage over 6 decades ago without any scratches, discoloration, or wear are the ones that can sell for tens of thousands of dollars. And when they come with a rare mint error like double die obverse or reverse or die cracks, the value can increase dramatically. These types of coins have been seen selling for as high as $82,562 in the auction market, to be specific. A recent auction reported a sale of a 1964 Lincoln Cent graded MS67 Plus red by a top grading service. This coin had an incredibly bright red luster and no visible contact marks, making it a near-perfect specimen. Because so few coins of this quality exist today, collectors were eager to bid, driving the price up to over $82,000. That's an extraordinary amount of money for a coin with a face value of just 1 cent, in addition to its condition, historical context, and mint errors. The demand for the 1964 penny is also driven by the nostalgia associated with pre-1982 copper pennies. Unlike the modern pennies made primarily of zinc, older pennies like the 1964 contain 95% copper. With rising copper prices and the intrinsic value of the metal itself, these coins are already worth more than their face value just in melt value alone. But combine that with rarity and collector interest, and you have a coin that's truly worth a fortune. Now, if you're wondering how to tell if your 1964 penny is worth thousands or just 1 cent, here's what to look for. First, examine the coin's condition under good lighting. Look for a bright red tone with minimal blemishes. Next, inspect the coin for any unusual markings or doubling in the lettering or date. If the coin has a mint error or is in uncirculated condition, you might have something extremely valuable. To confirm the authenticity and grade of your coin, it is highly recommended to send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Also, avoid cleaning your coin at all costs. Even if it looks dirty or tarnished, cleaning can drastically reduce its value. Collectors and grading services value coins in their original, untouched condition. It's always better to have a natural patina than a coin that's been damaged by abrasive cleaning methods. If you do find a potentially rare or high-grade 1964 penny in your collection, consider getting it appraised by a trusted coin dealer or listing it for auction through a recognized numismatic platform. Some of the best sales have occurred on platforms like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or eBay, where bidding wars have broken out over rare penny coins. To sum it all up, the 1964 mint mark Lincoln 1 cent penny is far more than just a piece of copper. It represents American history, minting artistry, and now a potentially life-changing financial discovery. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting out, checking your spare change for this rare penny could make all the difference. And with current market values soaring as high as $82,562, this might be the perfect time to dive into your coin collection and see what treasures you might already own. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed learning about the 1964 Lincoln penny and its incredible value, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell so you never miss an update on the next big coin that could change your life. Keep collecting, keep searching, and who knows, your next coin discovery could be worth a fortune. Welcome back, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and rare coin enthusiasts. Today's video takes you deep into the fascinating world of rare US pennies that have turned into gold mines over time. We're diving into the rich and incredible history of the 1968 mint mark Lincoln 1 cent penny coin, a small copper treasure that is now worth a staggering amount of money. An unbelievable current market value of $62,937. That's right, over $62,000 for a single penny that might just be hiding in your coin jar, tucked away in an old drawer, or resting quietly in your coin collection. So grab a seat, stay tuned, and Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell because you don't want to miss out on these high-value coins that could change your life. Let's start with the origins of the 1968 D Lincoln penny. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint, indicated by the small D mint mark located just beneath the date on the obverse side of the coin. The Denver Mint, located in Colorado, has a long-standing history of producing coins with extremely high minting standards and volumes. In 1968 alone, the Denver Mint produced more than 2 billion Lincoln pennies. Yes, you heard that right, billions. That's why many collectors often overlook this coin, assuming it holds no rarity or special value. But as you'll soon discover, not all 1968 D pennies are created equal. To understand the potential value behind the 1968 D penny, you first need to appreciate its background. The obverse side features the classic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been in continuous use since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. The reverse side of the 1968 penny, however, still features the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The composition of the 1968 D penny is primarily copper, with 95% copper and 5% zinc. This makes the coin not only valuable historically, but also materially, especially with rising copper prices over the decades. However, the real monetary value does not lie in its metal composition, it lies in its condition, rarity, and specific minting anomalies that have caught the attention of expert collectors worldwide. So, what exactly makes a 1968 D penny worth over $62,000? The answer lies in a unique combination of factors that make a single coin stand out. First, let's talk about strike quality and grade. Coins that are graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC as MS67 or higher, mint state 67 and up, are extremely scarce for this particular year and mint. These coins have nearly perfect surfaces, sharp details, and brilliant luster, making them high-grade examples suitable for elite collectors and auction houses. Second, we have errors and varieties. A small number of 1968 D pennies exhibit rare and highly valuable minting errors, including double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, and even missing design elements. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die obverse, where letters like Liberty or In God We Trust appear to have a shadow or doubling effect due to misalignment in the die hubbing process. These error coins can command sky-high prices when authenticated and placed in the open market or up for auction. One particular 1968 D penny, preserved in phenomenal mint state condition, with no signs of circulation wear. Vibrant red luster and sharp detailing, recently sold for $62,937 in a prestigious coin auction. This coin was graded as MS67 Red by PCGS, the professional coin grading service. That means not only was the coin in near-perfect condition, but it also retained its brilliant red copper color, a characteristic that significantly increases its desirability and market value. Let's also not forget about toning, another hidden treasure among coin features. Some 1968 D Lincoln pennies may develop attractive and natural rainbow-like toning due to years of chemical interaction with air or coin holders. Such toning can add unique eye appeal to the coin and boost its auction value significantly. Now, you might be wondering how to check if you have a 1968 D penny that could be worth a fortune. Here's a simple checklist. Number 1. Look for the D mint mark under the date. Make sure it is clearly struck and original, not added or altered. Number 2. Inspect the coin's color and luster. A bright red, uncirculated coin stands a better chance of being worth big money. Number 3. Check for doubling or errors, especially around the lettering and date. If you spot anything that looks unusual, it might be a rare error coin. Number 4. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to examine the coin's details and make notes on any interesting features. Number 5. Get your coin graded by a professional service. This is the only way to ensure its authenticity, condition, and unlock its real market potential. Collectors and dealers from around the world are on the hunt for these rare Lincoln cents, and many are willing to pay top dollar for pristine examples. Coin conventions, online auctions, numismatic websites, and major platforms like eBay and heritage auctions are full of buyers and sellers trading high-grade Lincoln pennies for tens of thousands of dollars. Let's not forget the historical and emotional value behind this coin. The 1968 D penny represents a time of significant transition in American history. The country was in the midst of the Vietnam War, the civil rights movement was reshaping the nation, and the space race was accelerating toward the moon landing just 1 year later. Holding a 1968 penny is like holding a piece of that era in your hand, a small relic of a time filled with hope, struggle, and monumental change. The next time you go through your change, pay attention to those Lincoln pennies. That tiny coin you thought was just pocket change might actually be a hidden gem, a collector's dream, or even your ticket to $62,937. Make sure to store your coins properly, handle them with care, and if you suspect you have something valuable, consult a professional numismatist or grading service. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the rich history and incredible value of the 1968 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow coin collectors, and comment below if you think you might have a rare penny in your collection. And as always, don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find that one coin that changes your life forever. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change and bring to light the unbelievable value of rare and retired coins. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Lincoln pennies, and not just any penny, but the elusive and extremely valuable 1972 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This coin may look ordinary to the untrained eye, but its history, features, and current market value will absolutely shock you. Sit back, relax, and get ready to learn about a rare U.S. coin that could be sitting unnoticed in your coin jar, your old wallet, or tucked away in a forgotten drawer. Let's begin with the background and historical context of the 1972 Lincoln penny. This coin is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which ran from 1959 until 2008. The 1972 penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and that's why it bears no mint mark. Coins minted in Philadelphia before 1980 typically did not have a mint mark, which is standard practice. But what makes the 1972 no mint mark penny extremely valuable isn't just its origin, it's the quality of the strike, possible rare errors, and most notably, the famous 1972 double die obverse variation that has made collectors and investors alike go crazy over this little copper coin. The obverse side of the coin features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials, VB, appear discreetly on the shoulder of Lincoln's bust. Above Lincoln's head, you will see the words, "In God We Trust." To the left, it says Liberty, and to the right, you will find the date 1972. On normal pennies, this is where you would see a mint mark if the coin had been minted in Denver or San Francisco. But since this one was minted in Philadelphia, there is no mint mark, which is completely expected. However, this particular year has a special twist. What makes the 1972 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny stand out is the discovery of a highly sought-after variety known as the 1972 double die obverse, also known in the numismatic community as DDO. This error occurred during the minting process when the die used to strike the coin was misaligned during the hubbing process. As a result, elements of the coin such as the date, the word Liberty, and even the motto "In God We Trust" appear clearly doubled when viewed under magnification. This doubling is not minor, it is strong and extremely visible even to the naked eye in some cases. There are several varieties of double die obverse 1972 pennies, but only the most prominent variety, known as FS 101, is considered the rarest and most valuable. Coins that exhibit this dramatic doubling are often certified by third-party grading services like PCGS or NGC, and collectors pay a premium for coins in mint state condition. Now let's talk composition. The 1972 penny is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Each coin weighs about 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. Because of its copper content, even a regular worn example has a base metal value higher than 1 cent. But when it comes to the double die error, the value skyrockets far beyond its face value. The reverse side of the coin shows the Lincoln Memorial, with the words United States of America above it and the denomination 1 cent below. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny silhouette of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, making it the only coin that shows a president both on the obverse and reverse sides. So how much is a 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln 1 cent penny worth today? That depends entirely on its condition and whether it contains the double die obverse error. Circulated examples of the double die variety can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But certified mint state specimens with no wear and strong eye appeal can fetch jaw-dropping amounts at auctions. In recent years, high-grade examples of the 1972 double die no-mint mark Lincoln penny have sold for over $60,000. The current highest recorded market value for this coin is an astonishing $62,902 for a near-perfect MS.67 red example, according to auction results and market trends. This value makes the 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny one of the most valuable 1 cent coins from the 1970s era. Its appeal comes from the combination of historical error, limited quantity of high-grade examples, and the ongoing popularity of Lincoln pennies among both novice and seasoned collectors. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare and valuable 1972 no-mint mark pennies? Start by examining the obverse side of the coin very closely. Look for strong doubling in the date, especially the numbers 9 and 2, as well as in the letters of liberty and "In God We Trust." Use a magnifying glass or coin loop for the best visibility. If you think you have a double die variety, consider having it authenticated by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. This will help determine its grade and authenticity, which can significantly affect its value on the market. And now comes the big question. Where can you sell a 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars? You can start with major coin auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, both of which handle rare coin sales and have the expertise to connect your coin with high-paying collectors. You can also list your coin on reputable numismatic marketplaces such as eBay, Great Collections, or even local coin shows. But remember, graded and authenticated coins always attract more serious buyers and higher bids. Whether you're a longtime collector or just discovering the value of coins you've had for years, the 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny proves that even small pocket change can hold life-changing value. So before you spend your pennies or toss them into a coin-counting machine, take a moment to look carefully. 1 small cent could be worth $62,902 or more. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful or fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories. And let us know in the comments, do you have a 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in your collection? You might be holding on to a real treasure. See you in the next video where we uncover even more rare and valuable coins worth big money. Happy collecting! Welcome back to our channel, your #1 destination for all things rare coins, treasure hunting, and the most valuable United States pennies that could be sitting in your pocket or coin jar right now. Today, we are diving deep into one very special coin that has captured the attention of collectors, historians, and treasure seekers all across the world. It's the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln 1 cent penny coin, a copper classic with a value that has skyrocketed in recent years. Believe it or not, this simple penny, if in pristine condition and holding certain unique characteristics, has been valued at a jaw-dropping $94,781. Let's start with the history of this fascinating coin. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in the year 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. It replaced the Indian head cent and was the first regular issue U.S. coin to feature the face of an actual historical figure. Over the years, the Lincoln penny has undergone several changes in design, composition, and minting details. But one of the years that stands out in the long and rich history of the Lincoln penny is 1973. Now, what makes the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so special and rare? First, let's talk about where these coins were minted. In 1973, Lincoln cents were produced at 3 U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins minted in Denver bear the letter D, coins minted in San Francisco bear the letter S, but coins minted in Philadelphia traditionally have no mint mark at all. So when we say no mint mark, it usually indicates that the coin was minted in Philadelphia. However, not every 1973 Philadelphia penny is valuable. What turns an ordinary penny into a high-value collector's dream is the condition of the coin, any possible errors or variations during minting, and its rarity in high grades. The 1973 Lincoln penny was made from 95% copper and 5% zinc. This composition was standard for U.S. pennies before the switch to mostly zinc in 1982. Because copper itself has become more valuable over the years, even the metal content of older pennies adds to their worth. However, it's not just the copper that brings in collectors. The real allure lies in finding a 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in mint state condition with minimal wear and tear, flawless strike quality, and possibly even rare errors like double die obverse off-center strikes or die cracks. Let's explore a few of the notable varieties and errors that can drive up the value of a 1973 no-mint mark penny. One such example is the double die obverse variety, where the doubling of letters and numbers like the date or the word liberty is clearly visible. These types of errors occur during the minting process when the die strikes the coin more than once, but slightly misaligned. These double dies can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on clarity and overall coin grade. Another type of rare and valuable error is an off-center strike. This occurs when the coin blank is not properly aligned during the striking process, resulting in part of the design missing or shifted. Some off-center errors on 1973 pennies that retain over 50% of the design and still show the date can sell for several $1,000s on their own. Die cracks or die breaks are also highly collectible. These happen when the die used to strike the coins becomes worn or develops a crack. Coins struck with such a die will show raised lines or unusual features that collectors love due to their uniqueness. When a 1973 no-mint mark penny includes these rare characteristics and is also graded in top condition by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, its value can skyrocket. Speaking of condition, one of the most important factors in determining value is the coin's grade. Coins are typically graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a perfect, flawless coin. A 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that is graded MS 67 or higher is incredibly rare. The higher the grade, the fewer such coins exist in that pristine state, making them highly desirable for collectors and investors. Let's now talk about the incredible market value of this coin. While average circulated examples of the 1973 no-mint mark penny might only be worth a few cents to a couple of dollars, certain rare specimens have sold at auction for staggering amounts. One uncirculated and near-perfect coin, professionally graded as Mint State 68 red, fetched an astonishing $94,781. Yes, you heard that correctly, a penny sold for nearly $95,000. That's the power of rarity, demand, and condition in the world of numismatics. So where can you find one of these potentially valuable 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies? The truth is they might be closer than you think. You can check old jars of change, inheritances, estate sales, flea markets, coin shows, or even your own coin collection from childhood. The key is to closely inspect each coin, especially paying attention to the date, mint mark, and overall condition. A simple magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe can help you spot fine details, and if you believe you've found something rare, you should consider having it evaluated by a reputable coin grading service. If you're lucky enough to find one in uncirculated or high-grade condition, you can list it at a coin auction, approach collectors through certified dealers, or even sell through reputable online platforms that specialize in rare coins. Just make sure your coin has been authenticated and graded, because that's what will give you the best chance of receiving top dollar. In conclusion, the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is more than just a piece of pocket change. It is a reminder that treasure can be hidden in plain sight, and that sometimes, something as ordinary as a penny can hold extraordinary value. Its historical importance, minting errors, rarity and top condition, and rising demand from collectors make it a true gem in the world of coin collecting. If you come across one of these in beautiful, mint condition, remember, you might just be holding a piece worth $94,781. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history and value of the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, be sure to like this video, share it with fellow coin collectors, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories about the most valuable and rare coins in U.S. history. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin in your change, and until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of a penny.